Hello everyone. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can use a CDN. So currently in the market or online there have a lot of CDN like Cloudinary, Cloudifile, Fire and Bunny, a lot of. So here the most cheap one is the bunny.net. So in this video for this video only this video I pick bunny.net. So all other everything is quite similar. So yeah, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use bunny.net. So for showing that, I have created a simple server that is a Node.js Express server. You can see that is a simple, and if I refresh here, that is hello world. Okay, so that is a simple one. So now what I want, first of all, I want to do a post request like, okay, let's say make a request. Okay, so that is a post request, which is image. I am a image, and there's a asynchronous request and response. And here I want to get the body console log request dot body, and here res dot send. Yes, so that is a simple request. So I want to request that endpoint by using postman. So yeah, I have opened the postman. Allow. I just close this one. Okay. Here I close this one also. New post, and here I request here, and that is a image, then body. From data, there is here I pass a field which is name is Siam. So I request here, and you can see that I have a body which is yes. Now in here you can see there is undefined. So if I pass something like a JSON also, okay, let me pass a simple JSON where the value is Siam and text is Shekh. Okay, here the field is Siam and text is Shekh, and you can see this time also undefined. So what we have to do? We have to use app.use and here express.json. So now if I made the same request again, this time I get this field. But for from data, if I send request again, you can see this time that is undefined. So actually Express cannot handle a from data. So for that that we have to use multer. So I think you guys know about that multer, because multer is a very famous packages for handling this kind of scenario. You can see they have like over 6 million weekly downloads. So that is really good. So I just want to install that for my this project. I install that. Now I have to use it. Okay. So for using, we have to make something like an upload variable, and then we have to use it like this. Okay. So I just take that variable, and here I going to use that. And now also I have to upload that initialize that multer from multer. Now here you can see they have an issue, that is a types error. I just copy this one and paste this one. Now you can see the error is gone. So what I want to use here upload dot none, and if I now send the request once again, not here like this, in pm start, so I start the script. Now I send request, and this time I get the value name is Siam. So let me send a image. Okay, so that is an image, and here I send a file, and there have something like image, this one. Okay, so I select an image, and that is requesting, that is and you can see this time there have an error. So the error is there is an unexpected field, because here I write already there that image is not going to send, not going to receive any files. Okay, so what I have to write here, I have to write here a single field. Okay, the field is image. Okay, image. Now if I send the request once again, now you can see this time there is quite similar response. But if I take a look on console log request dot file, then maybe I can see the file's details like this. You can see. So now they have a lot of things, like you can see they have a file like upload where the file is going to save. If I just add a script like png, if I just add an extension, then you can see that image. So that file is saving, but that is not useful for us. So what I want to delete that. I don't need that file at all. So what I want now, I want, so okay, so here I want to, I'm currently receiving the file. Now I want to send that file to the server. So what is the server? That is a Baninet, the CDN. If I log in, I have the account, so I just log in here. Because I have an account, and that is the, by creating account on Money is really easy. If I just go on the Google, and you just need to select your email. That is really very easy. Okay, so now you can see bandwidth use with this kind of something, because I really use that platform. So yeah, you may see that. So what I have to do, first of all, I have to create a storage. So storage is something like where that image or file is saved. So I just create a storage here. So that is a Bani tutorial, Bani syntax. Okay, Bani syntax. Now that is a standard file kit. That is a main stress and default one. So I just choose default one. I don't need this one. Okay. Okay. Now I create a add zone, and you can see no application is enabled for this zone. We recommend that we active a one replication region. So I have to select at least one. Confirm. Refresh. So if I just refresh, so Maniza. Well then, hmm.
Chissà, se vedi ma l'abbica da dato via.
Po tí Nepal.
Khaba có nè, ba cái băng đan lên. Sao đó đây tôi pa đun là đan. À xem tôi ba tôi nói.
Đâu đã bị lệ.
What are you making that? Why is it for?
Okay, I come back. So now that is told me there is an active replication sync configuration underway. So no problem. If I just refresh, that may be resolved, or later that will be resolved. So you can see for information, and I can upload image or do anything on this platform right now. So now I have to select a CDN like content delivery network. Without that, we cannot access that Bunny, or we cannot do a API call. So here I have to create a pool zone. So that pool zone is Bunny syntax. Okay. So now if I select storage zone, now I have to select the Bunny syntax that I have created as a storage zone. So yeah, you can see the delivery cost me like 0.126 GB. Okay, so I just pull that. Okay, now you can see that I have everything is done. So now what I want to upload that image Bunny zone. Then here I go on the storage API documentation. So now if I just go here and as a storage network, you can see they have managed file. And if I just go upload file, then you can see the request is here. So if I just go on the JavaScript, then you can see the code that I have needed. So what I have needed now? So what I have needed here? I have to create a file here. So that is upload image. So here I make a function which is upload image constant, that is the sync, and here that is none. So now here I receive a file. Okay, so the file type is express, then multer, then file. That is the type. So now if that file is not exist, then return please and return now. Okay, I don't need anything more, just return now. So now here I need to make something like I have to initialize that of everything. So I just copy everything, because for easy or simple thing, I just copy all, and now I update the code and remove also unnecessary thing, like they have also a function. So I just remove everything. Now what I need here, you just need to store that value. I will tell you what you need to store. Like first of all, your region. So if you go here, then you can see that is our host name, and when we create our application, and here you can see DE, that means our main zone is Germany, and if German region, then set this as empty. So we have to set that as empty. Okay, so we just set that as empty. Now the second thing is on base hostname. Now, if I take a look on the FT4 API access, then you can see base API hostname is same also. So now, if I go on the hostname, you can see if the region is exist, then do this one, and if not exist, then do this one. So for for ourselves, we don't have any region, so we can cut this one. Now, logically, that will just return that base hostname. So we also remove that hostname. So now, instead of hostname, we can use the base hostname k. Okay, so the next thing is storage zone name. So if I just take a look on the storage, and there have a zone name which is Bunny syntax, this one, I just copy this one. Now there is ask me a file to upload. Okay, file name. Okay, so there is a file name. I just remove this one, and if I take a look on file, and there have a original name, so I just keep at original name. So now there is ask me a file path. I don't need this on this one, and there have a access key. So I just need to copy that access or password and paste it here. Okay, now here I have to create a create redistim, and here I have to write the file path. So the file path is I have to create this one. So the path should be, I'm also forget what is the path. File dot, and then they have something like path if I'm not wrong. Yeah, this one. Now that is ask me the next two thing. So okay, that is use something like a fetch or if I take a look here, HTTPs. So we are going to use Axios. Okay, so for Axios we have to install that in npm install Axios. So I just try to install that package, and yeah, that is done. So now I will create a request by using Axios. So I just make a variable which is response. So by end of the day, we are going to receive that await Axios. Then that is request is put. You can see the method is put. So I just type here put. Then here I have to write the URL string. So the URL, or first of all the hostname. The hostname is base hostname. So I can simply type here in this one. So we are going to create that hostname also. So that is HTTPS. Okay. Then there have the storage zone name. So that is the storage zone name. Okay. So then file to upload. So that is the file to upload. That is the file name. So just copy this one. So this one. So that is the full path. Now they have something like data. So we have to pass a data. So data is a read string, and config. Config is header, and they have something like access key and content type. Okay. Okay. So that is done. So everything done. So now we have that access key. So I just move this one, and if I just write here this one, now you can see that is access key. Now we don't need that fs or https. I just count this one. So now okay, I need fs. So I just import fs here. Fs from fs. So now I just remove this one. Now you can see we are converted a very deep or a huge code to just a 5-line course. Yeah, that is more easier and easier to understand someone like beginner like me. So here I just make something like a JSON okay, I just want to do a console log. So that is response dot data, and we are going to return something like image URL image. So the image is something like, if I go on the CDN, that is this one, and I just need to copy this link and copy this host name. So that is HTTPS this, and now here I have to pass the original file name, that is the file name. So I just write this one. So that is the image URL, and then I pass the REST response dot data. Okay, so now I'm going to use that upload image. Okay, so now for using that, I can write here something like a res, or res, that is not res, that is img is equal await upload image, and here I have to pass the file which is request dot file. So now that is telling me that is probably undefined. So here we can do a condition like if, or we don't need to pass a condition because we already did a condition on this function. So we can pass as express dot multer dot file. Then there is issue is resolved here. Now we are going to send the image response that we are pass as return here. Okay, so now we can make a call, API call or API put call. Okay, so we are done. So now I just go here, and here I just send a request, and that take a little bit time because this time there is doing a request call behind the scene. If I take a look, okay, that is really taking a lot of time. Okay, so now end of the day, that request or file is uploaded. So if I just click image, then you can see the image is on Bunny syntax.b and then cdn.print. That is our host plane, and you can add your custom host plane also here. So yeah, we are done. We are successfully used a CDN like someone like Bunny, which is really cheap. If if you just want the traffic manager and other thing, then you can say something like that is also for give me $20 child credit or a lot of thing. However, so that is that in this our video. So if you want to learn more, then you can even see the documentation for multer, also Bunny, and there have a lot of thing. If you get if you get if you if you read also Bunny documentation, you can see this everything. So yeah, that is in this video. See you on another video. I just make two different video like CDN, and the second one, the previous video is on something like I forget the topic, but that is true is needed for our next mini playlist video. If I take here, that is the fingerprint. Uh, that is the last video is fingerprint, and this one CDN is needed for this second like episode 8 video. So yeah, that is great. Let's do that and be patient for this like episode 8 video.